Hello viewers, today we have with us the man that made it out of the bylanes of Amritsar to make a name for himself in the world of culinary, not just in India but globally. Michelin star chef Vikas Khanna. Welcome to Republic, sir.
Nice to meet you.
Sir, starting off, I would like to know about your collaboration with Bergner India and how it promotes conscious cooking.
I've been a part of Bergner for almost a decade. And for me, it's very important that any product I touch or any company I touch, it has to have a sense of conscience in whatever they do. Bergner ke saath, you see the amount of innovation, the amount of what we've figured out, that how we can make your cooking healthier, not just ingredients, but also what you cook that in. So मेरे लिए बहुत ज़रूरी है. On every step of the way, I feel innovation and how do you make somebody's life better by your products.
Yes. Sir, more about your journey. I believe it was in 1991 that you first pursued a degree in hotel management. Now we are talking about in India that is 35 years back. I imagine the kind of taboos you must have faced, the name calling, the unpleasant things you must have heard. Can you shed a little bit light on your journey and how was there anything that any people close to you who doubted you that you would make this far, you would not be able to make it this far?
I think 80s, 90s में बहुत मुश्किल था. India has changed a lot since that time. उस time पे मुश्किल था to have a choice of arts.
Yeah.
Because parents would also think about your safety, and that is always being get a job in some company as an engineer or be a doctor or do accounts. वो बहुत एक safe choices थे. Arts में हमको पता नहीं था कि बच्चा कितनी दूर तक जाएगा. I think that is why the family and sometimes everybody around you would doubt you. Because nobody had a benchmark of what a chef can achieve or how stable is this career and how far would this take you. So I think because of those parameters, India lagged so much behind during those years. And now you see things have changed, which is great, which is like parents let kids do whatever they want to do. And because there's also so much of availability of funds, there's so much of economics involved. तब वो involved नहीं था. So everything is super connected.
Right. Or abhi to now you have fame, fortune, the riches, everything. But before winning hearts in New York, how did you manage your living there, your day-to-day living, your bread and butter? I imagine it must have been tough.
New York is tough for anyone. Even for New Yorkers, it's very tough. I think for a city to reach the status of the greatest on the planet, it also has to have the toughest path of the people who live in the city. I think also because the benchmarks are so high, the competition is so high, the economics is so difficult of the city. But वो सबके लिए मुश्किल है, not just as an immigrant. It's even मुश्किल for white people who are born and raised in New York. Because the city puts you through grind. That's the culture of the city. I do feel the one thing which I learned during this process was that the city would teach you the best way possible to test you and not to let you give up. I think that is two hallmarks of Manhattan, which I feel over the last 27 years, I've lived in the city, I felt it.
Sir, you're also one of the very few people who have excelled in fields that are not essentially your profession. मैं बात कर रही हूँ आपकी directorial debut, the film The Last Color, as well as your documentary that was featured at Cannes Film Festival. How did that come about? And is there more a career in filmmaking?
Our career in film, nothing would change perceptions like I feel as somebody, as an artist living in US for most of his life. Nothing would change perceptions than making great cinema. That is how you engage people, you tell them the stories. And I've been doing it since 2008. I made my first documentary, Holy Kitchens. Yeah. So तब से मुझे लगा कि if I use cinema as a tool, I can do something very unique as a storytelling. Because खाना भी हर कहानी है, but सबसे बड़ी कहानी है when you get people's attention and you do filmmaking a kind where it not only changes them but also changes the society parameters.
And your connection with cinema is not just limited to filmmaking. There's a lot of celebrities, both Indian and Hollywood, who often frequent your restaurant in New York, Bungalow. Is there any particular celebrity that you just love hosting, or some celebrity anecdote, Indian or American, that you would like to share with us?
मतलब मेरे लिए तो जो भी आता celebrity है, I have this very unique brain, which is only my mom and Shah Rukh Khan get the status of celebrity.
Oh.
Rest, everybody is equal to me. So मेरे को और किसी का इतना फर्क नहीं पड़ता because I understand the contribution they've had in my life and my career, and of course Chef Sanjeev Kapoor. So इन तीनों को मेरे को लगता है एक status है, बाकी सब मेरे लिए बराबर है. So मेरे को उतनी anxiety होती है रोज 4:30 बजे दरवाजा खोलते हुए. I feel the same sense of anxiety, which is a great thing. But rest, मुझे I feel a restaurant where it's almost impossible to get a reservation, to get a wait list of 10,000 people a night. I feel it's hard for me to have any other way of looking at my guests and treating them like that they are the royalties here.
So, do you like cinema as much as the celebrities like your food? Is there any favorite movie of yours that you've got recently?
My favorite movie of all time is Shawshank Redemption.
Okay.
One of my favorite Hindi movies, one of the first films has to be Masan, and I'm obsessed with everything Shabana Azmi.
And anything recent? Anything now?
Recently, I have seen Dhurandhar Part 2.
Okay.
I saw the one and I went crazy. I saw the Part 2. And I have never seen a movie making so much impact in the Western world.
Oh.
We do feel that, oh, your movie's done so much of business. But this movie woke up the Western world, that how India can play with the cinema and the tickets and the sales.
Okay. Chef, what I would really like to know is, does West really know the taste of India? Do they know Indian dishes beyond paneer tikka and butter chicken? Is there demand for actual nice other Indian dishes?
I think when you speak about Western world, it's too large. I don't think so. 99% of the people in the Western world have any idea about Indian food. I still feel it's a totally untapped market. But my reference is New York City, and which is a world of its own. New York should have its own private passport. This is a different city as compared to when you travel around the West. New York is different because I just feel it's so much of melting pot of the world. So everybody is out there. They have friends who don't look like you, you work with people who don't look like you, don't come from the same countries, same accent, same skin. I just feel because of that, you get a leverage that you get exposed to Indian food a lot. But in New York, you see there's such a big wave of regional cuisine right now. We don't have a butter paneer in the restaurant for sure, but we do find a way to educate people in some way or the other. But I just feel mainly वो इतना important नहीं है जितना I see everybody in other parts of the world get obsessed in how is West accepted Indian food. I don't think so. It matters so much. It's one step at a time. It's see the growth of the cuisine. We have still long way to go, but still see the growth of the cuisine in the last 2 decades.
Jennifer Lopez very famously said that you have to be born in New York to be a New Yorker. After all these years, do you feel differently?
So she means that the mayor is not New York. Even the mayor is not New Yorker. Okay, good for her.
Sir, just a couple of questions before I let you go. You're also a part of MasterChef India that is very popular and very loved here. But recently there's been an expose of sorts of these reality shows being scripted to a very large extent and not being real at all. Is that true for MasterChef? Is it, how much of it is scripted?
You can come on the set any day you want and you can see what we do.
Okay. And
I feel that, it's we are the chefs who are cooking. There are very few chefs at my generation who are still in their restaurant every single night. If we project that level of integrity, why would I let this be compromised for a show which I do for I've been doing that show for almost 2 decades.
Right. Good to know, sir. Just 2 things before you go. Your Kada Prasad recipe that you told very quick was insanely viral. Can you tell us some quick recipe for our viewers as well? Just anything.
So recently we've been obsessed with something called that we like to create recipes very fast. Because I also understand that, there are a lot of Indians who live in this country, especially kids, students who are craving for Indian food. हमने झटपट वाली रेसिपीज जो है हमारी वो हमने एक शुरू की थी 4 कप आमंड फ्लावर 1 कप कंडेंस मिल्क
That's it.
आपने कोई भी फ्लेवर डालना डालो उसमें ये आपके बन गई क्या कहते हैं बादाम की बर्फी और बादाम के लड्डू. So we are constantly figuring out how we can make this thing so easy and accessible for students who are in this country or people don't have too much time to celebrate the festival, to celebrate life, to celebrate India. We do stuff which is like just 1 minute and you can create something.
Okay. Sir, बस आपके आने से पहले there was a small disagreement we have within our team, so I would like you to please settle a debate for us. Is veg biryani actual biryani?
मैं खाने को कभी भी डिवाइड नहीं करता. I've never built my career on that, on those engagements. Of course, if rice and vegetables could be put together in a different flavor texture, go for it. I love it, and people should love it too.
And sir, lastly, any contemporary chef that you really think is trying to make Indian food popular and give it the global limelight that you think all of us should be following?
अरे बाप रे, बहुत chefs हैं, बहुत chefs हैं. You see the journey of chefs like Chintan Pandya, Aarti Sampath, Vijay Kumar. You have Sujan Sarkar. I can keep going on. I think this guy's Karan from Ambassador Club. Mayank is from this restaurant. Musafir. There is a line of people. But, you know, they're still young. They still have to prove themselves a lot. One success of one restaurant doesn't define a global status. You have to constantly redeveloping yourself. But there are so many chefs who are doing so well in the Western world right now.
Sir, just lastly, what do you do on your off day? How do you
मैंने कभी ऑफ डे लिया ही नहीं. जिस दिन से मैं इस कंट्री में लैंड हुआ मैंने कभी ऑफ डे नहीं लिया. I've never had an off day. I take my job very seriously. I take my opportunity very seriously. And I do feel that, you know, बहुत ही rarely होता है कि not just you become bridge between two nations, you become the bridge between generations. So I take it very seriously. So off days is kept for creating more ideas that how to push India together to the world.
That's very inspirational. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for giving us your time, speaking to us. It's very early in the morning for you, I understand, but thank you so much.